This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 19, is that there are reports coming in where in Bozrah, Connecticut, and that's spiritual in itself, all right? Bozrah represents you Edomites, you so-called white people, mainly here in Babylon the Great, all right? But there's reports coming in that there was a fire that hit an egg farm, a commercial egg farm, killed over 100,000 chickens, okay? And, yeah, this is going to cause more famine, okay, in your grocery stores because the eggs are definitely going to increase in prices. And if you're mad about the price now, well, all right, wait till you see what they look like in a couple of months, if we're still here, okay? And this is of the Lord, all right? But the point is, this is a famine, this is a plague, and this should wake up our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right, that the Lord is bringing this, all right, to correct you, okay, because you're going to be the main ones affected by this, all right, with this famine, okay, with this cost of living increasing, with the food supply, okay, being shortened, and the grocery stores, the food prices increasing, all right? And this ain't just happening to eggs. According to this article right here, this came out December 21st, 2022, the poultry site, more than 500,000 U.S. farm animals died in barn fires in 2022. You see that? All right? So who brought this plague? The Lord did, all right? And of course, the Lord is using these Edomites, all right, to fulfill his will, all right, because it's not a coincidence that all these fires, okay, are increasing, all right, these last couple of years, all right? And the Lord is using these Edomites to do it, all right, so that prophecy can be fulfilled. One, to get these people riled up, all right, get these people to riot, okay, so they can implement martial law. And two, get these people, all right, to bend to Esau's policy, which is that M to the O to the B, all right, the charagma, okay? And again, this is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, because this is to judge, all right, you wicked people that walk the earth, all right, especially you 2/3 dwelling here in Babylon the Great that are living carelessly. 2nd Esdras 15 and 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste the houses with destruction and death. Right. And these two articles prove that. Okay. This is the Lord bringing it. Okay. This is the Lord bringing it. All right. And that's why you need to be mindful of how you walk, okay, on this earth. Are you serving the Lord in truth? Okay. Or are you bullshitting? Are you BSing? All right. Are you moving in wickedness? Because these famines, okay, are here to stay. We're at the end. Now, I want to bring out Luke chapter 15 when it goes to the prodigal son. Okay? Luke chapter 15, verse 11. And he said, a certain man had 2 sons. Verse 12. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. Right. See, in the ancient world, in the ancient times, okay, when we knew we were Israelites, okay, and we knew, okay, about inheritance and giving portions to your family, okay, we did that for our sons, all right? We did that for the sons that came out of our loins, all right? Now, of course, the older son always got the bigger portion because, all right, that was the blessing of being the oldest son, all right? But you also had the other sons, they got their portion, okay? 13, all right, which, you know, our people, we're so screwed up as a nation, all right? Our parents and their parents, they weren't thinking about inheritance for the most part. They were just getting their daily bread, all right? And they were just like, you know, hey, you need to get a job, and that's it, because I'm done taking care of you, all right? Because them curses are real. Anyway, continuing on, 13. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. Right, okay? So the portion of substance that he got from his father, he wasted it. He blew it, okay, in a riotous living, okay? What does that mean, riotous living? All right? Dissolutely, profligacy. Whoa, these are big $100 words. Let's go look that up. What does that word mean? Lacking restraint, especially marked by indulgence in things such as drink or promiscuous sex deemed vices. Right. All right. He was lusting after the vices of the world. Okay. Just like you Jakes do now. All right. I got to get the most expensive whip. Okay. I got to get the most expensive sneakers. Okay. All right. I gotta, you know, whatever you put your lust after, you gotta get the best of the best, and that's the reason why you don't have nothing. All right. Okay. If you notice, okay, if you watch, Fresh and Fit, man, you know them weirdos, you know they be saying some, you know, stupid shit. But there was one thing that in one of their you know, talking back and forth with those thought women. A lot of them thought women said, okay, we know who has money and who doesn't. The one that's flashy with gold chains and, okay, jewelry, okay, always got to be flashy, we know he doesn't have money, okay? The one that's dressed as plain, we know he has money, okay? And that, hey, it is what it is, man, okay? And Jake, they act like they got it even though they don't have it. All right? But that's not the point of this lesson, because it's got it. I just wanted to bring that out. And by the way, man, real quickly, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 29 verse 12, shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. Right? So you should be moving wisely, especially in a time when things are about to get more expensive. Okay? This famine, all right, is not going to let up. It's just going to get more expensive. On the basic needs, your basic needs, okay? What does the scripture say? Sirach 29 verse 21, the chief thing for life, meaning the principal thing, okay, is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame, right? And that's what's being attacked. That's why everything's going up, okay? And you got a lot of our people that are living in a like this word, right? Let's go back to this word again. Okay, living in a emotional, lacking restraint, okay, lifestyle, man. Okay, buying expensive shit, knowing you got to pay the rent, you got to bring in food, okay. So yeah, man. Let's go back. What's this word? Wildly extravagant, very wasteful. Yeah, that's it. Wildly extravagant, very wasteful. Abandoned to vice and corruption, right? So, this should check you, Jakes, and how you manage your money, man. Okay? Especially if you know you make a certain amount, you don't live above your means. You live below your means, okay? Continuing on. But that's not the point of this lesson. 14. Because the son, okay, did something here. The young son, 14. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Right. So there you go. There was a famine that kicked in, okay, a mighty one, and now the son was asked out, okay? He needed his basic needs, man. Food, water, okay, shelter. 15. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. Right, so he had to get a low-paying job, okay? 16. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. Right, because there was a famine in the land, so nobody had shit. So he was still suffering, okay? 17. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? Right, because his father was moving in wisdom. His father wasn't living an extravagant life. So he was able in a famine to still feed his servants, okay? And his son knew that, all right? 18, I will arise and go to my father and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee. Right, that's the point, okay, for this lesson, man. All right, the son acknowledges his offenses. The son knew he went off, okay? All right? Them famines, okay, that plague was an amendment, was a correction to the son. And he realized he went off. He was like, yo, I'm living a reckless life, okay? My father didn't teach me this. This is the same thing what we're bringing out to our people, okay, in this truth, man, okay? Because you got individuals now, like you done lost your damn mind. You've been, okay, studying under the great millstone for years, and then all of a sudden now, okay, you want to change up the doctrine, okay? Okay? It's just crazy, all right? Also, you got, you Jakes, all right? You heard this truth, but you ain't moving. You ain't moving in fear to serve the Lord, okay? You're just okay, living a reckless, extravagant life, and it's gonna cost you, all right? Because you're not acknowledging your offenses, like, all right, this the prodigal son did this, the youngest son. 20. And he arose and came to his father, but when he was yet a great 19. Let me read that again. And am no more worthy to be called. 19. And am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy higher servants. Right. So you see how humble down the son was. He told his father, I'm no longer to be your son. Because why would he say that? Because his father taught him how to move. Hey, you don't blow your money, okay? You don't be reckless. You don't be riotous, okay? You don't lust after this world, all right? The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh, all right? Live a simple life, man, okay? His father taught him, all right? The right way to move. All right? And that's the way you should be moving in here, man. We're almost out of here. You shouldn't be living reckless, okay? You shouldn't be saying, oh, the Lord got it. And then all of a sudden now the bills are some piling up, okay? Going after your emotions. And that's the thing with our people, man. You need to know the difference between moving in the spirit and moving in emotions, all right? And don't get that confused. Okay, moving in the spirit is different than moving in emotions, because when you move in the spirit, you're moving after the words of the Lord. Okay, and all these accounts and all these scenarios, all right, should be in your mind. Okay, oh yeah, man, I remember famine hit Egypt. I remember famine. This is Yahushua speaking about the two prodigal sons. All right, with famine. Yeah. Let me not be moving reckless. Let me not be moving off of emotion. You see that? Let me live a humble life. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Okay? We're almost out of here. 20. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. Right. because Father still loved them, just like the Lord still loves us. The Lord knows what we need, okay? But he wants you to seek him first and move in the spirit, man, all right? And go through these scriptures, man, and look at what happened when famine kicked in, all right? What was going on? Just like now, famine is running rampant through the world. So you got to be moving wisely and trusting in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And again, we know where this is all leading to. The MOTB, the digital R, okay? We understand that, okay? But it's not here yet, so move wisely, okay? Don't be living an extravagant life, okay? If you can't afford it, don't be living above your means. Live below your means, all right? Okay? And if you know you messed up, acknowledge it, man. Acknowledge it. All right? And the Lord will always have compassion, just like this father right here. 21. And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and am no worthy to be called thy son. Look how he humbled himself down, man. That's what the Lord wants you to humble down. 22. But the father said to his servants, bring forth the best robe and put on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet. Right. And that's how the Lord's going to be treating us, man. Okay. He knows we went off. He knows we lived a reckless life. All right. But guess what? It all starts with acknowledging it and telling your father, I went off. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I'm a sinner. Please show me mercy. I went off. All right. And that's when the Lord starts building you up, man. Or that's where I'm trying to get with this lesson. Okay. And yeah, I know it came with also an exhortation with it as well in terms of how you manage your money. But the point is, the Lord will show mercy to us if you acknowledge your offenses, just like this son did. 23, and bring hither the fatted calf and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. 24, for this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found, and he began to be merry. Right. Okay, because the son repented, the son acknowledged his fault. All right, and his father saw the sincerity in it, just like the Lord's going to see the sincerity of his elect. Okay. 25. Now this, his elder son was in the field, and as he came and drew nigh to the house, he heard music and dancing. 26. And he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant. 27. And he said unto him, thy brother is come, and thy father hath killed the fatted calf, because he had received him safe and sound. 28. And he was angry and would not go in. Therefore came his father out and entreated him. Right. And that's another thing. All right. If you've been in this truth, okay, for a certain amount of years, and then a younger brother comes in, hey, all right. And he's just, he's now, seeking the Lord in truth and sincerity. Okay. You have to, be humble and praise the Lord that, hey, the Lord woke him up and he found the truth, man. Okay, and that's all right. And you have to be patient. You have to be patient with the younger brothers, man. All right, and I'm learning that. Okay, and I'm young myself. Okay, you don't want to be having that envy and that jealousy. Okay. 29, he answering said to his father, lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgressed I at any time thy commandment, and yet thou never gavest me a kid, that I might make merry with my friends. 30, but as soon as this thy son was come, which have devoured thy living with harlots, that thou hast killed for him the fatted calf. Right, so, the older son got jealous. 31, he said unto him, son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. Right, because at the end of the day, okay, it doesn't matter when you got into this truth. The point is you in this truth. Okay, you repented, you seek the Lord. Okay, we're all going to be joint heirs with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Wealth is not going to mean really, wealth is just going to be part of being an Israelite. It's going to be like any day. I mean, for a good example, it's like these Rothschild families and these Rockefeller families and these DuPont families, all right, and their children's children. They grew up a certain lifestyle for generations upon generations, okay? Wealth doesn't mean really nothing to them because they always have it, man, all right? They're not stressing over it, all right, because it was given to them by their fathers and their fathers and fathers, all right? Same thing with Yahweh Shai, okay? He's going to be giving us everything. We're going to be joint heirs with him. 32, it was meet that we should make merry and be glad. For this, thy brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found. Right, and that's what the glorification should be like. Yo, the bringing back, okay, a lost sheep. all right, into the fold, all right? He repented. He realized he went off, all right? Just like this prodigal son, the young son, he's like, damn, I blew all the substance that my father gave me, okay? Now, okay, I'm working a dead-end job. They can't even give me enough substance to feed my own belly. Now I got to go to my father, okay, and tell my father, like, I'm sorry, I messed up. Let me be one of your hired servants. I can't be your son anymore. And his father saw the sincerity in his son's eye and said, no, you're still my son. You're still my son. You're still an Israelite, okay? You're still given the promises, the blessing, okay? Come here. You're going to wear the best of the best. And that's what we're telling our people, like, bro, yes, we know we're down and out. Yes, all right, certain brothers are literally penny pitching right now, okay? But they understand, okay, the times that they're living in, and they're not moving erratically. They're not moving, okay, extravagantly, all right? They're not sowing after the lust, all right? They're walking after the spirit, okay? They're not walking after their emotions. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I just wanted to bring that out. Oh, let me bring out a Bozrah scripture, because it's very spiritual that fire kicked off over there in Bozrah, Connecticut. Where is it? I have it up. I believe it's Micah. Yeah, it's Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. Right. And the elect are going to, receive this message. Lord willing, this edifying to the elect and be like, oh, yeah, man, we're almost out of here. All right, let me move wisely while I wait on the Lord, okay? I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, right? Because, all right, we're here in Babylon the Great, and the Lord is gathering us together by the word, okay? Bozrah represents America, okay? And this is where the truth came out of, okay? And the Lord is gathering us through the word, and we're waiting for the deliverance, the salvation, okay? And that's why the Lord said, I will gather the remnant of Israel. As the flock in the midst of their fold, they shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. Right. And that's the kingdom of heaven, man. Making that great noise, the celebration. Okay. 13. The breakers come up before them. They have broken up and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them and the Lord on the head of them. Right. And that's the Lord coming in to bring that judgment, man. All right. We're going to praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. As you can see, the Lord's bringing the plagues. All right, brothers and sisters, you got to move wisely. You can't, be living a life as if this world is going to continue on. All right, another 10, 15 years. All right, you got to be hastening unto the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And it starts by acknowledging your offenses. It starts by repenting. And these famines and these plagues are for amendment, correction, okay? And if you acknowledge that and you come to your power, all right, in truth, this 100% truth, all right, then the Lord gonna sup with you and take care of you, man, because we gonna need the Lord, all right? Eventually, there's gonna be no jobs, no work in Egypt, all right? So, but you gotta be mindful. We're not there yet, but we're going to. So just, be disciplined. So with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem B'Kah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. All right? For the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray to your cover. Shalom and a bottle of ball. Shalom.